Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Many are made so may be here at you for you.
Etie for Joseph and I'm just say bibia so bokode.
Oh, you are doing.
Ye de Nyankopon ase. And say yet say unya car kwanhia.
I am part, but you are doing. And track.
Oh, okay. Ye de Nyankopon ase. Ye de Nyame ase pa ase wonkwa da sokuta na ebra no bra ye betumi ahia. Itituru Fridays na e kama. Okay. Na mame bisai e de enti na when we seek interpretation of the Supreme Court, efa the delays of MMDCEs.
Yo, me that so sure. Ye delay into the make of court. But my the many to all a kind continue as a kind. And now me de interest here no I compare a buying senior or approach local governance structure no. Almost say constitution ma ho find say the president who back now who form a government who to me say power on the district executive. And the office of the district chief executive is a constitutional establishment. We share Article 243. Right, that's subclause 1. I think there shall be a district chief executive for every district who shall be appointed by the president with the prior approval of no less than two-thirds majority of members of the assembly present and voting at the meeting. Pacho so atmate.
Me pacho ane.
And she said, the Almighty shows as president. Now constitution said, Omoa means no more better no who to me say who you are. Meaning say as a set who decide to say who you have them as your representative. Well, that's what he has done because the term of any executive that served under Nana Akufo-Addo from between 2017, 7th January to 6th January 2021, their term of office cannot extend beyond that month. Now, they are all kind in the course of 4 years money when a vacancy is supposed to exist. It is will be a resigning and now or baby and now say when a vote of no confidence is passed in Suma, that is when the vacancy issue arises under 246(2). But for a president to come to office now, or say all of you should continue and before I will use an acting capacity continue to act. So they are not appointed under Article 2431 as provided. So for them to continue for almost eight months in office, and the letter from the chief of staff said they should not take policy decisions. So they cannot work on. They can't do all those things. So it means that meanwhile, the president is comfortable because he shows that he has appointed these people to represent his interests. Meanwhile, he has not complied with the provision in Article 2431, which means you nominate the person will go for confirmation by the assembly, first of the assembly members, before they are sworn into office, or they are given the one of office. So all those people who are claiming to be, they are not doing properly so called. And as lawyers and as vigilance citizens, we can't allow this situation to continue. That is why I'm asking the Supreme Court to make a pronouncement Because I say I'm a president, so I too comfortable. So who be kind to us until you confirm me ministerial nominee. So when he simply wrote to all the former ministers to continue to represent his interests at the ministry. So he appears to be very comfortable with this system. And this system, accountability becomes difficult. When there is an issue to be looked into, everybody will tell you they are not responsible. Anytime you want to look into something, the ministers or the executives are telling you they didn't take the decision. So who is taking decisions at the district assembly level?
Okay. Na ayana DCEs no ana MMDCEs one more term. A co-terminate and the president na.
Yes, it is.
And no emrane kan wo fa he.
Okay. Now, here is the law. The law says that there shall be a district executive for every district who shall be appointed by the president with the pro approval of no less than third majority of members of the assembly present and voting at the meeting. Now, if you read the Presidential Transition Act, any appointment made by the president expires with the end of his mandate. Do you understand me? So you cannot be a minister of finance under President Nana Akufo-Addo, and then when his mandate expires from, let's say, 2017 to 6 January 2021, and then when we enter 7th January, in the morning of 7th January 2021, even though he has a new mandate, the minister that served him as Minister of Finance under his first term cannot continue. And this is the authority in D.H. Mensah versus the Attorney General.
Okay. It says reliefs being and we seeking from the Supreme Court.
I am asking for purposive interpretation of all those related provisions in the Constitution, so that when the president has the power to make those appointments, it should be such that you can't have people acting capacity. You must comply with the constitutional provision.
Okay.
So anybody who has been nominated as a DC and did not comply with the procedure, so you are nominated, you are confirmed by the third members of the assembly present and voting, and then you are sworn and given warrant of office. You cannot be acting as a DC. You cannot. Because you have constitutional functions of office to perform. As a DC, there are constitutional duties. Because you are supposed to preside at meetings of the Executive Committee of the Assembly.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it's a constitutional mandate. And you are supposed to be responsible for the day-to-day performance of the executive and administrative functions of the district. That's also a constitutional mandate.
Okay.
So if you are not in office in compliance with 2431, you cannot purport to be performing this.
Okay. It's referencing the Presidential Transition Act, no. Now, I just say a defeatee one more argue say this is ni bi ohwa kra na ye beto abeya na ye ma omo appointment and mampanyi bo mudin say womonko na womonko hwe mensini bi so a vacancy about womo kra de womo term enson ebinum say womo term eson ya eson eye May and June ye internet say enkwa akire bia internet say argument no e defeat no on.
It's not a legal argument, because the fact that if I have a 4-year mandate as a president and there is a vacancy, maybe some of the DCs were dismissed, some to for sake of clarity also died office. Then there's a vacancy. So he filled those vacancies in accordance with Article 2431. Now you cannot say that because the filling of those vacancies, maybe with 12 months to go means that you can stay in office for the next 4 years, even though it straddles the mandate of the president, your appointee. So it's not a legal argument. They are only serving the remainder term of the president's mandate.
Oh, okay.
That's the way we call it in law. It's a remainder term.
Na kwan ben so na eye ade we afa so affected the various assemblies for the past 8 months.
See, you are supposed to the presiding member is supposed to summon assembly meeting. And when that happens, as part of your mandate, you are supposed to preside over executive meetings as well as the administrative wing and submit reports to the assembly. If you understand me, it means the assemblies are not receiving those reports. Then you're also supposed to be responsible for the day-to-day performance of the executive and administrative functions of the district. How is that happening? And because you see, assembly decisions are taken as a result of resolutions passed by the assembly during meetings. How is that happening? And for the record, the first tranche, that's the first quarter of common the district assembly's common fund, have been paid. It's supposed to be a payment. They have to expend. Expenditure must be incurred. Who is approving them? And under what authority? And because of this, a lot of them are not able to do. We are part of the Public Accounts Committee. We are vetting the Auditor General's report. And some of these things are coming up. And these themselves are admitting that they are unable to function because somebody who is in an acting role has again applied to be nominated. Now, if you go and reapply for your job and you have not been confirmed yet, and you be supported to be performing the functions of that office, you can't. In any case, they were giving firm instructions. I don't know whether you have cited the letter from the chief of staff explaining asking them to act.
Yeah.
They give them firm instructions. So I am worried about the inertia presently taking place at the local level in terms of administration.
Okay. Inti me yusu wo as a case study, we ye ex officio member the ma assembly we ye mrahye bedwane ewo mu.
Yes.
Kwan ben so na afa so affect mu ewo ho.
Yo, me that say. On say there were projects from the pictures during the first term of the president. All right. And those projects are ongoing, and contractors have worked, and they are supposed to be paid. Your friend quantum merit, so far, so that they can continue. The payments are hanging. The payments are hanging because you are supposed to. There's supposed to be signatories. People must approve, including the DC. You cannot have the president representative approving such payments. On the day of accountability, he will tell you that, well, I was only asked to come and represent the president. And so if there are issues, then you take it to the Flagstaff House. How do I call the president parliament to come and answer questions? Unless I'm taking the minister for local government. And he's also subject to the control and authority of his appointee. So this clearly generating problems at the local level.
Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.